Moving on now to an NDTV exclusive, and we're delighted to be joined by one of the greatest cricketers to have ever played the game, Sir Andy Roberts now joins us from St. Kitts. Thanks so much, sir, for talking to NDTV. And my first question obviously relates to fast bowling. What do you make of the bunch of fast bowlers that India has at the moment? It may be very common for you guys in the Caribbean, but it's a rarity for us having a pace battery of fast bowlers here.
Well, I like Yadav, for example. Yadav has pace, and not too many fast bowlers have pace. And you don't just make fast bowlers. You have to born with it. Because if you could make a fast bowler, I believe England and Australia would probably have the most fast bowlers. But you don't make fast bowlers. I like Mohammad Shami. You know, he has some pace, but he also swings the ball too, which is a plus for him.
Okay, it's interesting that you speak so highly of Umesh Yadav, because our selectors don't rate him highly, I guess, which is why he's been admonished to the A squad instead of the national team, at least for the time being.
Well, that's selectors for you.
Okay, in fact, not just the selectors, sir. India's ODI skipper has been open in his criticism of a few fast bowlers, saying he'd rather have less speed and better control than out-and-out pace bowlers. What are your thoughts on it?
I don't like this idea of you telling your fast bowlers they must bowl line and length. One of the things that fast bowler needs to do is to go into the net, practice to bowl fast, and to put the ball where he wants it. So you don't sacrifice pace for length and control. You practice to have length, control, and bowl fast at the same time. So it is the work ethic of the fast bowler that will help him, to stay in the game for a long period of time.
Right now, after criticism from his skipper and a snub by the selectors, Umesh Yadav, I'm sure, must not be in a very happy place now. If asked, what would be your advice to this youngster, one of India's genuinely fast bowlers?
My advice to him will be to do what others can do, bowl fast. Look at Australia. Mitchell Johnson was nowhere in the last 5 years ago, but he went back, he worked hard, he strengthened his body, and he used his pace. Mitchell Johnson wasn't about line and length, he was all about pace, and that's what brought Australia back to the forefront, pace.
Okay, so don't sacrifice the pace is what Andy Roberts is telling us. Now, one question, Mr. Roberts, that I always wanted to ask you: how would Andy Roberts have bowled in these times of T20 cricket, where boundaries are shorter, bats are bigger?
Well, Andy Roberts would love to play T20 cricket, because if you have pace, no batsman likes pace. They play it, but they don't like it. And coupled with the pace, you have some variety. Lots of slow balls, lots of faster balls, because a lot of people are not using the faster ball as a change of pace. And if you have the ability to put the ball where you want it, you should succeed in any form of the game. That is what a lot of fast bowlers don't do. They don't practice to put the ball where they want it.
And finally, sir, you are the mentor of St. Lucia franchise in the Caribbean Premier League, and Kevin Peterson is part of your squad. Would it be fair to say England's loss is your gain?
Yes, I think so. He's brought a lot of experience to the dressing room, and with his T20 experience, he's passing a lot of that on to the younger players. And that is what is needed, because for our cricket to succeed and move forward, we need the younger players to learn and learn quickly. And some of them seem to be taking in some of his experience.